Good day, here are today's top stories from the Pna Headlines. The Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine Coast Guard expressed their readiness to bolster their respective capabilities to address security threats and maintain peace and order. During the first founding anniversary of the Armed Forces Intelligence Command or AIC on Wednesday, AFP Chief General Romeo Browner Jr. highlighted the importance of intelligence to advance the military's capabilities and safeguard national security. Browner pushed for the AIC to upgrade its capabilities in conducting multi-domain intelligence and security operations to integrate all strategic intelligence needed to protect the flag and the people. The AIC was established on August 21, 2024 to address evolving security challenges. The unit celebrates its first anniversary with a theme, AIC at One, Integrated and Interoperable Intelligence in a Changing Threat Landscape. Also during the event, Browner led the awarding of certificates of grant for 117 plantilla positions aimed at further strengthening the AIC's manpower and organizational capacity. Meanwhile, the Coast Guard announced it's expanding the use of unmanned aerial vehicles or UAVs as part of its modernization efforts. In a Bagong Pilipinas Ngayon interview on Thursday, PCG spokesperson Captain Noemi Cayabyab said they held a flying exercise in La Union to assess the UAV's capabilities in aerial surveillance and rescue support. The drones are already in use for search and rescue monitoring and other operations. She said the UAVs can play a greater role in enhancing maritime domain awareness, particularly in providing data that may be used as evidence against violators of maritime laws. The UAV program is operated and maintained under the Coast Guard Aviation Command. On the other hand, the PCG is set to deploy 1,300 personnel to serve as election board members in the upcoming Bangsamoro parliamentary polls. Cayabyab assured that the PCG continues to work closely with other agencies in line with its mission to deliver genuine service to the Filipino people. The Philippines is set to welcome Australian Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Defense Richard Marles as he visits the country to further strengthen its close defense ties. In a media statement on Wednesday, Marles said he will be meeting with Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. at the second Australia-Philippines Defense Ministers meeting to build on the cooperation and mutual trust between the two nations. The defense partnership aligns with President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s call to safeguard stability in the Indo-Pacific region by strengthening cooperation. The minister would also meet with Australian personnel deployed for exercise Alon 25, Australia's largest overseas joint training activity this year. Marles said Australia's cooperation through exercise Alon reflects a shared commitment towards a peaceful, secure, and prosperous region that respects sovereignty. Over 3,600 personnel are participating in the joint exercise, including units from the United States and Canada. Meanwhile, Marles is also set to attend the 5th Malaysia-Australia High-Level Committee on Defense Cooperation in Kuala Lumpur, where he would meet with Defense Minister Datu Seri Mohammed Khaled bin Nordin. He said Australia and Malaysia share a long-standing history of defense partnership, which underscores the two countries' commitment to a peaceful and stable region. The Department of Health announced the first batch of PhilHealth's GAMOT or Guaranteed and Accessible Medications for outpatient treatment providers in Metro Manila that provide free essential medicines to members. As of Thursday, August 21st, the accredited providers include CGD Medical Depot Incorporated at Ayala Malls Vertis North, Vidacure branches in Alabang, Muntinlupa, and Cubao, Quezon City, Chinese General Hospital and Medical Center in Manila, and select branches of Generica Drugstore owned by FarmGen Ventures Corporation in Parañaque, Navotas, Quezon City, and Taguig. The list of medicines cover anti-infection, anti-thrombosis, anti-asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease treatments, supportive therapies, and maintenance medicines, among others. About 21 of the listed drugs are already included in the PhilHealth Consulta program for this year. In a Viber message sent to reporters, the DOH said the GAMOT program provides beneficiaries with access to essential medicines from designated partner pharmacies and medical centers. This is in line with the government's commitment to make primary health care more accessible and responsive to the needs of Filipinos. For inquiries and more information, members may call the PhilHealth's 24/7 hotline or visit the official website at www.philhealth.gov.ph. The Department of Education assured students that with the 50% fare discount on Metro Rail Transit and Light Rail Transit train systems will run until 2028. The DepEd and the Department of Transportation rolled out the program in June this year. This is in line with President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s directive to ease education-related expenses. The fare discount applies to students from kindergarten to graduate school, including those in the alternative learning system and special education programs. Eligible students receive a 50% discount on every train ride with no daily or monthly limit. DOTR confirmed that all Metro Manila train lines already applied the discount. DepEd and DOTR vowed to finalize implementing guidelines and ensure awareness about the initiative among schools and parents nationwide. In our business news, the Canlaon City in Negros Oriental is boosting its tourism efforts after the alert level status of Mount Canlaon was lowered from alert level 3 to 2. In an interview, Canlaon City OIC Information Officer Seth Cabanes Barriga said that all tourist sites previously closed due to Mount Canlaon's eruption in December 9 last year are now open to the public. These include Padudusan Falls and Natural Water Slide, the Baobao Viewing Deck, the Balete Tree, and Kipot Falls. Barriga noted that safety and security measures are all set for easy evacuation in case of heightened volcanic unrest. He called on visitors to register with the City Tourism Office or at the tourist destinations for proper accounting. Meanwhile, City Tourism Officer Isabel Antlerigo said they are hopeful for an increase in the tourist visits now that the closure order has been lifted. On August 15, Canlaon Mayor Jose Chubasco Cardenas issued Executive Order number 2025/15, Series of 2025, lifting the closure of the tourism sites after the FIVOLCS lowered the Mount Canlaon alert status. Meanwhile, the Aurora Pacific Economic Zone and Freeport Authority, or APECO, is set to conduct its first International Business Forum on August 23. The forum will consist of 55 member delegations from the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, or KADIN. APECO President and CEO Hilji Tawai IV said the event aims to make Aurora the Philippines' next investment frontier. The high-profile delegation led by KADIN Chairman Anindya Bakri includes senior executives from key industries such as agriculture, energy, infrastructure, healthcare, mining, shipping, aviation, and digital technology. Danantara, Indonesia's sovereign wealth fund, is also expected to take part. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, Philippine Fisheries Development Authority, and Provincial Government of Aurora will present major infrastructure and sectoral investment opportunities, including APECO's airport and seaport projects. With its location on the eastern seaboard, the Eco Zone is being positioned as a transshipment hub linking Southeast Asia with key markets in Japan, South Korea, and the United States. Tawai noted that the event also marks a milestone for the agency's Bagong APECO reset, seeking to reposition the zone as a strategic economic and national security hub, aligning with the Philippines' broader regional development and defense priorities. And those are the latest and the biggest stories from the PNA headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. You may also watch the PNA headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. I am William Theo. This is the PNA headlines, bringing you stories that unite the nation.